Dear fellow Republican activists,
We know how hard you work. We've been involved in grassroots politics for years.
and even though I'm running for the U.S. Senate, my mission hasn't changed. Whether a volunteer or a candidate, my goal is to help spread the conservative message, grow our party, and preserve the American dream.
There's a lot of news about so-called voting rights legislation, from politicians to celebrities to college football coaches. Everyone loves to talk about it. But what's really going on?
And as a black man who has voted with ease in Atlanta, Georgia for years, why do Democrats from across the country keep telling me I'm suppressed? As Republicans, we can't stop at defeating these unconstitutional bills. We must also defeat the racist narrative surrounding them.
We hope this video helps equip you to go toe-to-toe with the liberal left. Please share this with your fellow activists, friends, and family.
When we talk about this legislation, there are several bills we're referring to. And honestly, they have some cool titles, but they're misleading titles.
For the People Act, the Freedom to Vote Act, the John Lewis Voting Rights Advancement Act, these bills aim to federalize and micromanage the election process. And though they've been pushed and pushed by Democrats, they failed to pass the Democrat-controlled Senate.
Some of the worst provisions of these bills would ban state photo voter ID laws, require the implementation of same-day voter registration, force states to allow ballot harvesting, and give politicized bureaucrats at the DOJ veto authority over state legislatures.
Our Constitution is clear. The times, places, and manner of holding elections for senators and representatives shall be prescribed in each state.
Senator Raphael Warnock says he swore to defend the Constitution, yet he has led the charge on these bills while insinuating Americans who believe in states' rights are racist and calling Georgia
ground zero these days for voter suppression.
Ground zero for voter suppression? I'm not suppressed. Are you suppressed?
Nope. This kind of rhetoric is not only dangerous, but flat out wrong. Let's check out the facts.
Georgia has 17 days of early voting. New York has 9. And whereas Georgia has no excuse absentee voting, New York does not.
In fact, after SB 202, Georgia's election integrity law that President Biden referred to as Jim Crow 2.0, Georgia's voting laws are less restrictive than liberal states such as Colorado, New Jersey, Wisconsin, Minnesota, Rhode Island, and of course, New York.
Oh, and let's not forget that thanks to automatic registration, Georgia has one of the highest voter registration rates in the nation at 95%.
While it is a fact that IDs are required to vote both in person and absentee here in our state, 80% of Americans support voter ID, as well as 77% of black voters.
Like I said before, what's really going on?
Anyone who says it's hard to vote in Georgia is lying. Anyone who tells you it's hard to vote in Georgia if you're black is perpetuating racism for partisan gain, and anyone who uses Georgia as an example to push an unconstitutional federal takeover of our elections, well, let's just say he should not be reelected.
So don't be afraid to stand up. The left may have the media and celebrities on their side, but we have the truth.
I'm telling you, boy, don't even get me started on inflation.
Well, we should do more of these. We can call it Keeping It Real with the Kings.